Welcome to the Young CEO Mastermind Call. This is our YouTube channel, and I'm here as your host. My name is Andre Kennedy, aka Free Play Dre, back at you guys with another informational video about credit. And actually, today we're going to be talking about credit repair and the process that we're going to use to straighten out your credit. Now, throughout this course, you have seen videos on, what makes up your credit score so far. Hopefully, you've already been added into our group Telegram chat as a member of our community. And now we are at the point where we're going to start repairing your credit. Okay. So this is a very urgent process. We need to start this pretty much day one. In order to start this process, you will need to have watched the other videos so that you can understand what goes into your credit score. But this process is going to start by step one. Okay. And step one is going to be basically pulling a copy of your credit report. Now, with that being said, we have multiple ways to pull your credit report. There's many different services that people can use. There's, paid monitoring and there's free monitoring. Now, to eliminate all of the guesswork for you, there's two methods that we're going to use, okay? The first method is going to be the apps that we've already had you download prior in the course, okay? And that's going to be the Credit Karma app and the Experian app, okay? On those apps, you can see pretty much all three credit bureaus. Now, the issue with Credit Karma is they do not show the account numbers. So specifically, we will be using the Experian app to get a hold of your credit report and to get the account numbers that are associated with said accounts that we will be disputing through our software, which is Easy Disputes 2.0, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Now, with Experian, we're going to look at your credit report and we're going to pull your credit report from Experian. Now, the issue with that is sometimes all accounts do not report to all three bureaus, okay? And if you've been in the credit space for a while, you already know this. If you're new to the space, this is new information for you, okay? All accounts may not report to all three bureaus. For instance, you might have a credit card that only reports to TransUnion and Equifax, but it doesn't show on Experian, okay? So there's certain uniqueness about certain different accounts and trade lines, etc. But moral of the story is it's out there. So if it doesn't happen to show up on Experian, then that's whenever we need to use the second method, which is pulling your credit report from myannualcreditreport.com. I'm going to share my screen for a second because we've already went over the Experian app, but I want to show you guys the myannualcreditreport.com. So let's go ahead and share screen for a second. And hopefully you guys can see this. Drop a like on the video if you are able to see this. It's going to let me know that you guys were able to see this through the YouTube algorithm. So I appreciate that. If you guys are able to see this, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. And with that being said, this is myannualcreditreport.com. It's actually annualcreditreport.com. Now, once you reach this website, all you're going to do is go to request your free credit reports, very big green button. You will go to request your reports. It's going to ask you have to fill out a form. You'll put all your personal information in. You'll hit next, and it'll just run your personal information. They will ask you some security questions, so it's important to obviously, have proper documentation. If you're not knowledgeable about your social, about, other personal information for yourself, you might want to pull that prior to filling out this form. But this will give you access to all three of your credit bureau reports for free. You're allowed to do this once a year. Actually, I believe during this time period, it might be more frequent that you can pull them. Okay, it says free weekly online credit reports are available from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So you can pull this weekly, which is a change in the system because obviously annual credit report means you could at one point only pull it once a year. But at this point in time, you are able to pull it weekly. So this is going to be very convenient for us. But nevertheless, this is the alternative opportunity for you to pull a copy of your credit report. Now, once you have a copy of your credit report in front of you, what you will be doing is evaluating your credit report. Okay. Now, the first and foremost thing, and this is called prepping your credit profile. The first and foremost thing that you're going to want to do before we do any disputing through Easy Disputes 2.0 is you're going to want to call all three of the major credit bureaus. Now, for your convenience, I have the numbers here for you. Okay. The three bureau phone numbers. Okay. This is very important because prior to us doing any credit disputing, we need to do a prep on your credit profile. Okay. And whenever I say prep, that means we need to call and we need to verify who we are and we need to dispute any information that is not attached to who we currently are. Okay. And I stress the term currently. Okay. Because if you do no longer live at an address that is reporting on your credit profile, we need to get it removed. If you are no longer married to somebody that is on your profile and have that last name, we need to get that name removed. Okay. So when I say prepping your profile, I'm talking about personal information such as your name, date of birth, address, and social, etc. If that information is incorrect, or if there are any alternative names, addresses, or phone numbers, or any of that sort on your credit profile, we need to call these bureaus and we need to get that personal information removed. Okay. And it's very easy to do this. All it takes is that simple phone call. Okay. And as long as you are able to verify yourself while calling the representatives, because they will ask you your name, date of birth, and phone number and address, as long as you can verify that information with them, you can run a dispute over the phone and get your personal information cleaned up. Okay. Now, this is the easiest way to do it. You can do it through the Experian app. It's a little bit more difficult. I can walk you through it, but you can update your personal information in the Experian app, but that is only one bureau. Okay. You still need to call Equifax and TransUnion. And unfortunately, you cannot do that on Credit Karma. You cannot update your personal information on Credit Karma. So that will require either a dispute letter or for you to call in, which I recommend. That's the easiest method. If we're going to do disputing on personal information, that's not something we really want to use Easy Disputes 2.0. Okay. So with that being said, that is the three bureaus' phone numbers. Make sure you call, update all personal information on your credit report. That's going to give us the highest possible chances to get any items deleted from your credit profile. Okay. Now, after that is prepped, meaning we disputed all the personal information, here is a secret step that not a lot of people talk about. Okay. And this secret step is basically filing an FTC report. Okay. Now, I'm going to really quickly show you what the website looks like. You're just going to go to Google and type in ftc.gov. And you'll be able to get to the Federal Trade Commission website. Now, not everyone was a victim of identity theft, but I will tell you this. A lot of people were. And I'm doing this for educational purposes only. This is my disclaimer. If you were to be a victim of identity theft for whatever reason, or you believe you are a victim of identity theft, this is how you would report that. Okay. And this plays a major key in disputing negative items. Okay. Because filing an identity theft creates a lot more significance than you just sending in a normal dispute by itself. When you attach one of these to your dispute letter, it becomes a whole different ball game. And that is stated in the FCRA, okay, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So there's a lot that goes into the credit disputing process. And we're not going to get too deep into that. There is an ebook below if you want to really read and get deep into how to be a credit repair agent. But I'm simply in this video teaching you what we need to prep your profile in order to get you ready for using Easy Disputes 2.0. Okay, so you will go to report identity theft once you get to the ftc.gov website, and you can go through and file an FTC report, click get started, and you'll continue to go through this process. I've already done a video breaking this down. If you have not seen the video yet, make sure you watch the video on how to file your own FTC report prior to doing Easy Disputes 2.0. Okay. So just wanted to make that aware for you guys that that is going to be the next step. If you've already prepped your personal information on your profile using your annual credit report, now it's time to file your FTC.gov identity theft report. That will be attached to your dispute letter when mailing those in. Okay, so very important to have. If you were a victim of identity theft, that's going to be step number 3. Now, after you filed the FTC report, you disputed your personal information. Obviously, you already had a copy of your annual credit report to do such. Now it's time to fill out Identity IQ. Okay, or I'm sorry, now it's time to fill out Easy Disputes 2.0. Okay, so when we go to fill out Easy Disputes 2.0, this is our software. Welcome to Easy Disputes 2.0. All you're going to click is start. Voila, there is the training video. This is going to teach you how to use Easy Disputes 2.0. It's going to teach you how to pull your credit report. It's also going to teach you what information you're going to need to submit in Easy Disputes 2.0. But I'm going to give you a quick overview. So basically, you're going to click next. This is where it's asking you, did you already get your free credit report? And if you did, do you have it in front of you? Because you're going to need it to fill out this application. If you did, click yes. If you didn't, click no. If you click no, you're not going to be able to move forward. So make sure you do have it so that you can click yes. You're going to put your name in, your address, your number, your social. Now we're going to ask, what are you disputing? Then we're going to ask, what is the name of the creditor and the account number associated with that creditor? All that will be in the training video, and all of that can be found on your credit report that you pull from either Experian or myannualcreditreport.com. It's going to give you an option to be able to put a reasoning. If you don't know what to put, make sure you reach out to your mentor, me, myself, so that I can guide you on what to put for this answer. You're going to click next, and it's going to ask you, are there more items to dispute? Okay, so if you've only had one item that you need to dispute on your profile, then you're done. Okay, if you have more items that you need to dispute, then obviously you're going to click yes, and you're going to repeat the process, account number, account name, and what is the reasoning for each dispute. Okay, very simple process. Once you're all done, obviously you won't have any more items to dispute, so you'll click no. Once you click no, you'll put in your signature, you'll put in your photo ID, the front, okay, and you won't be able to move forward unless you put this in. It will ask you also for the back of your ID and a proof of address document. Now, for the proof of address, it can be a letter, a utility bill. It could be a insurance paper. I have a lot of people use their insurance papers because it does show their address on the insurance paper and their name. So as long as it has your name and it's an important document and you can use it for your proof of address, then you can go ahead and submit that. At the end, you will have to put your email in order to receive your dispute letters. So that is the next step. After you've prepped your profile, now we can start disputing the negative items that are on there. And with that being said, the next process is basically going to be to print them out, stamp them, and mail them. Okay? 3 steps. Now, you can do that on your own, or we offer that for an additional fee. It's going to be $5 per letter that we have to print and mail. So if you're doing round 1, it's going to be $15. okay? And we will print, stamp, and mail them. So those will be usually print, mailed, and stamped same day. If not, it'll be within that week. Okay, so your letters will be printed, stamped, and mailed within the week of you paying the $15. Okay, so not much to really discuss there. Very straightforward process. Now, I will tell you in easy disputes, this will handle all type of disputes. So as long as you are putting the account name and the account number, this will handle repossessions. This will handle collections, charge-offs. This will handle also inquiries. This will handle identity theft reports. This will handle original furniture reports, etc. Okay, so this is very important to fill out this form. We will be able to issue round 1, 2, 3, 4, and even an identity theft report using easy disputes once you fill this out. So fill it out one time and you're done. Okay, fill it out one time, and from that one time, we can issue multiple dispute letters on your behalf. Okay. Now, the difference between us and other repair companies are going to charge you $170 something in order to maintain, and that's per month. That is not a one-time fee. That is per month. They will charge you in order to maintain this whole dispute software thing. Okay. And they're basically doing exactly what I'm doing here. The only difference is pretty much that I'm making you input your own information. They have a software that links to your annual credit report and it basically submits it for you. Okay. So the only difference is you're actually pulling your credit report on your own and inputting the information into the form. Theirs, it does it all for you. Okay. So we skipped a step, but we're charging way less. We're only charging you $47, and that comes with your AU trade line, and it also comes with the 0 to 100 credit course. So you're getting a major deal here, major discount. This is only for the community members. Now, if you are a community member and you wish to repair somebody else's credit, you can use Easy Dispute 2.0 to be able to help them, but you'll have to process their dispute for them. Okay. So I can teach you more on that later. But for now, this will be for in-house use only. If you have questions on repairing somebody else's credit, definitely reach out to me and we can get it taken care of. Okay. Now, after you print, mail, and stamped your dispute letters, obviously you're going to have to print 3 copies of each. That will be mailed to all 3 bureaus. Now, in order to mail them to all 3 bureaus, if you do plan on doing this yourself, here is the 3 bureau address. Okay, I'm going to leave that up there for a second. You can screenshot it if you need to. There's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Okay, if you are a member of the community, you can see this in the course. All the information is there, plain as day, for you to be able to see. Okay, so very simple process. You're going to print, stamp, and mail those specific letters, 3 copies each in an envelope with a stamp, to these 3 addresses, and within 30 days to 45 days, the items should be either be deleted or it will come back verified depending on how we issue that first round dispute letter. Everybody's situation is different, which is why I say that. But we will get response back within 30 to 45 days. They will usually send a letter in the mail, so make sure you're looking out for the mail. Now, after you get your first round dispute letter back, then it's time to issue round 2. Okay, so you will have to notify me, and you will have to notify me of any changes that were made. Okay, so that is up to you to monitor your credit. Now that you are in the credit space, it's important that you are monitoring your credit daily. Okay, because we need to be notified of any updates, any deletions that they make, so that we know what to put on the next dispute letter. Okay. So with that being said, that is pretty much to wrap it up. There is one more step, because there is different issues with disputing items. No matter who your credit repair agent is, you will run into issues of the credit bureaus not doing their job or they're not doing it in a timely manner. Okay. These are professional companies, but they do have errors as well. Okay. So with that being said, if they don't respond or they don't delete an item for whatever reason, and we've been persistent in trying to get it deleted, the next step is going to be going to Google. You're going to go to cfpb.com. Okay. You're going to go to the CFPB. Let me make sure we're going to the right website. CFPB. Might have to Google search it. CFPB, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Okay, so it's actually .gov, consumerfinance.gov. So you're going to go to this consumerfinance.gov website and you're going to submit a complaint. Okay, and when you go to submit a complaint, we're going to go to submit a complaint. Start a complaint. When you go to start a complaint, you'll be able to start a new complaint, and basically you are going to put your information here. It's going to allow you to file a CFPB complaint. Now, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is here to protect the consumers. They're going to uphold the FCRA, which is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. So they're pretty much the credit bureau's overseer, so to speak. Now, they're going to make sure the credit bureaus are doing their job. And we're going to send them the proof to show them that they are not doing their job. We're going to show them that we sent them dispute letters. We're going to show them that we responded and we had no response back, or they did not delete the item in response to our request. Okay. And with that being said, the CFPB is going to step in and they're going to demand that the item be deleted. And that's going to be the end of our dispute process. So this is the final step. If the bureaus are being stubborn, this is pretty much the catch-all end all. Okay. So with that being said, that is pretty much the credit repair process. Okay. Let's go over it again really quickly. First, you're going to get a copy of that credit report from myannualcreditreport.com or Experian. Okay. You're going to get the account number and you're going to get all your accounts, names, addresses, personal information, everything. All that's going to be on your credit report. You're going to scan it. You're going to evaluate it. If you need to have a Zoom call with me where we go and dive into your credit together, we can do that. But you're going to go into your personal credit. You're going to evaluate it, find all the personal information that needs removed, call the credit bureaus using those phone numbers, and you're going to get that information, request that it be removed. Okay, so they're going to remove all that personal information. Then you are safe to go ahead and do a dispute. Now, if you are a victim of identity theft, there is a step that we have to do in between filing the dispute. We need to file an FTC report. Okay, for majority of you guys, you will need to file an FTC report. Okay, so watch the video on how to do that, and then file your FTC report. After you file that, you'll get an FTC affidavit. That's basically the document stating that you actually filed a police report, FTC report, and we're going to attach that to the easy dispute letter once it's all said and done. Now, in order to fill out the easy disputes 2.0, you're going to need your credit report. Okay, and obviously this is after we dispute a personal information. Now, after we go through the process of filling out the easy disputes 2.0, we're going to figure out, do we want to print, stamp, and mail these letters ourselves? Or do we want to pay to get it done? We're going to pay to get it done. It's $15. That will be print, mailed, and stamped within the week. If not, you're going to need to do it on your own. The sooner, the better, because step 6, you're going to have to wait 30 days. Okay. In between, and sometimes they'll even request for an extension amongst that 30 days. So they're going to actually ask for an additional 15 days. So sometimes it might be 45 days. Nevertheless, you cannot send round 2 dispute letter until you receive some response back from the first dispute letter that was sent. Okay. So each round will require a interval of 30 days. Okay. So in the meantime, you guys while you guys are waiting for your dispute letters to come back and get results, there is actionable steps that you guys can take. Make sure you guys are seeing the credit stacking process so that you can get day one down pat. Okay. So other than that, that is pretty much the dispute process. And last but not least, you do have to file the CFPB report if the items were not deleted within the first few rounds of you deleting or disputing those items. Okay. That proof, you are building a case. Okay. You are building a case against the credit bureaus by sending them multiple letters requesting that these items be deleted. Okay. That's why we do round one, round two, round three. Yes, it's different wording in these letters, but the amount of times that they are being sent letters and the amount of time opportunities that they have to delete an item which they did not delete becomes a case for us that is being built, and we're going to take it to the big brother, like I mentioned, the CFPB, the overseer of the credit bureaus. We're going to take it to them and get it deleted officially. Okay, so that is this dispute process. If you are interested in getting your credit repaired by myself or my team, you're not interested in becoming a member, and you just want to pay a one-time fee, it is $100. You can pass your annual credit report or your Experian profile to one of our credit repair members, and I'm sure they'll be happy to repair your credit for you. Okay. So make sure you guys reach out. That link is on the website at dazlu.com. For those of you that are watching this video right now, this is your step-by-step for your credit repair. Do not skip out on any of these steps. Make sure you rewatch the video, pause, rewind it if you need to. And most importantly, make sure you drop a like on this video for the YouTube algorithm so that we can get boosted and go up the ladder. So with that being said, love you guys. Make sure you guys take action, and I will see you guys in the next video where we're going to talk about authorized user trait line. I'll see you in the next one.